My name is Itash Kalra, and welcome back to the 5th episode of Future Fridays. I'm super excited for today's episode as we'll be talking to two entrepreneurs on how they became so successful with their company while still in high school. Today, we have the co-founders of Ania Solutions, Mr. Shrey Arora and Mr. Viraj Mahajan, who started this company while in their junior year of high school. So, Shrey and Viraj, let's get started by talking a little bit about your company, Ania Solutions, what you do and how you got the idea to start this.
Yeah,
I'll do the idea, you go.
perfect. So what our company does is commercial marketing and software development. There's a lot of companies out there that have great ideas, need infrastructure built within their companies, and they just can't afford a whole IT department or development department because you have to pay them upwards of $70,000 if you want a good developer, and that's just per developer. Ania Solutions comes in and offers affordable solutions so that everyone can be united under one umbrella and get all their software development needs done at affordable costs with quality work. Our commercial marketing aspect allows for everyone to come in and get the marketing consultations that they need. It allows them to do everything that their company would need in terms of trying to get more market share, and really anything that they require, we're ready to help them with from the business front.
So what got you interested in marketing and consulting from the beginning?
The idea just kind of came upon us. I was in India actually at the time, and Shrey texted me and said he wanted to do something related to business. So when I came back, I went to his house and we just started brainstorming ideas about what we could do, what we're good at. Software development was one of our first ideas. We're both very experienced in those fields. It's something we can definitely do. Marketing was like a side aspect to our company. We mainly focus on the software development part of it, but we also do marketing as well because we are familiar with the SEO and website design and creating ads and TV ads and flyers and etc.
Interesting. So what really motivated you to go into business specifically rather than, just being a normal high school student, going through the flows? Why did you want to do something more?
Personally, for me, the exposure to FBLA and DECA really gave me the skills that I needed. I noticed that I'm acquiring skills that I'm not going to get to use in the real world if I just kind of follow this cutthroat path to being a robot, basically, getting into the system, working a 9-to-5 job, not really having a life of your own. I immediately knew, I was like, wait, DECA and FBLA is providing me with the communication skills I need, business skill that I could utilize anywhere that I wanted. And this allowed me to further that. I was like, you know what, let's put these skills to use. And everything that I learned through FBLA, DECA, and my business classes definitely motivated me. I was like, we need to start something. And I'm sure Viraj felt the same way with all his experience.
Yeah,
Of course. And so how many clients does your company have now?
we're about 7 to 8 clients right now.
Interesting.
It's pretty small, but we're still growing. We're definitely getting more clients. We're involved in a lot of projects, so it's gonna grow.
And what do you see as the future of this company? How long have you had the business running? How's the growth been, and how do you project the growth in the future?
So we've had it for 1 fiscal year so far. We've had 4 quarters. Everything's gone really well. First quarter was a little rough since acquiring clients initially is really tough, seeing as you don't have a portfolio prepared, anything like that. So first quarter was a little jumpy. Second quarter kind of got better, and from there we just improved. So over the year we've done really well, and that's how long the company's been alive. And we're definitely looking forward to increasing it. We want to definitely add a CSR aspect to the company. That's going to allow us to give back to the community in a way that other companies haven't. Other companies will donate to relief efforts, stuff like that, and totally support that wonderful stuff going on. But we want to take it a little more personal level and pass on our knowledge and experience, because the knowledge that we've gained from our schooling and everything else isn't something that's provided to students throughout the United States or even on a global level. So by offering programming classes, business classes for free during times that students aren't in class, so after school hours or on the weekends, kids who are passionate about learning about it, we definitely want to offer something for them. And that's something that we're looking to do down the road, add a nice corporate social responsibility aspect too.
Interesting. So you stated a lot that FBLA and DECA have had a huge influence on, your business and how you operate. So can you walk us through, let's say, a typical day in managing your business or a typical meeting, and how specific FBLA and DECA roleplay or business presentation skills are able to be applied into your entrepreneurial venture?
So our typical meetings usually, we try to stay around something called the 20-minute rule, where you ask a client, can we sit down with you for 20 minutes about whatever it is. We'll it never goes to 20 minutes. If it does go over 20 minutes, then we know they're interested and we can further go along. We know they'll ask for the meeting, stuff like that. We usually talk about what we can offer them. We do a portfolio that's been going on for now, so we are able to show that to them and show them what we can do for them. We have a lot of things that we can show them that they would be interested in using us for, and we can go down the FBLA road.
And then from an FBLA and DECA aspect, FBLA kind of gives you that idea of walking into a round and not knowing a lot of information just based off what you've been provided, kind of be able to give a sales pitch or convince someone that the idea that you're presenting to them is a good concept.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really important in today's industry. When you're up to 7 clients, 8 clients, getting individual information on each client when you're trying to approach 10 in a single week, it gets really tough to get that much done. So from a DECA aspect, we do minimal research on the company so that we know that, okay, these are the, I guess, performance indicators that we're going to need to know, kind of do your homework on your client, know what their company's about, give them some sample promotional material, walk in and then go FBLA route, and just kind of, as you watch their reaction and play to your audience, seeing off of their reaction, if they're starting to like the idea, you further pitch it. If you can see that they're definitely not interested, you start pitching a different idea or start pushing something that you feel like might be more viable for this business. And that's something that our skills that I definitely acquired through FBLA role plays, and I don't think that the skills that I've developed would have come from anywhere else besides something like that, like a CTSO organization.
What has been one of the hardest struggles in your venture so far?
Hardest struggles? Getting clients is one of our hardest struggles. We're young. When we walk into a meeting, it's not what you expect, right? You're expecting 30, 40, 60-year-olds who know what they're doing, I guess, in a way.
Yep.
When we walk in, you just think some young dudes who want some money.
Yeah,
that's kind of the view they get.
So I guess our biggest struggle, like I said, came in the first quarter, where we were hoping, I guess any entrepreneur is optimistic at this point, but we walk in hoping, okay, we're going to look at 10 clients today and 9 of them are going to sign with us, where in fact that's not the case. We hit about 5 clients until we got our first client, which was the 6th meeting we had. And by the 5th one, we were pretty let down and we were like, maybe it's time to give up. But Viraj kept us going. He's like, you know what, let's just hit this place again. And we talked to him, and initially the meeting maybe have gotten on the wrong foot because she thought that we were some random company trying to get her information and stuff like that. But we presented her information, we set up a meeting with her and talked to her and everything, and she became our first client and someone that we really work with closely. Even till this day, most favorable client, they're an Indian fashion retailer, and that's how we got our first marketing client in general.
Awesome. So perseverance really does go a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. So when you were, developing the skill set to be an entrepreneur, as you both have wanted to be an entrepreneur for some time now, in addition to FBLA and DECA, who were some mentors who maybe pushed you, whether it be in your own life or some inspirational CEOs or leaders that helped you get where you are today?
I think the biggest one for me, Raj Reddy. He was the keynote speaker at FBLA State. He started young when he was as old as us. He started to get the capital for his business, he started to snowball people's driveways. We both have jobs. We do that in order to get capital for our company. We bought a $400 printer, second quarter, I think, and we needed that capital, right, to pay that off. So I guess he's one of the biggest mentors for me. He really shows how you can start out really young and learn a lot of things along the way. I mean, we had a meeting with him not too long ago, and he told us the mistakes that we're making and some mistakes he made as well. And he told us how to not make those mistakes, how to correct ourselves. Become better.
That's good. Yeah. Great connections. I feel it.
I think one of the biggest things would definitely be my business teacher, Mr. Belgi, and he's been a great mentor, almost like a second father to me, someone who I've learned a lot from, my FBLA advisor as well, because he's the one that's taught me how to practice for my role plays. I've taken his IB business management class, learned a lot. As soon as I learned some information that I felt was applicable, I applied it immediately to our business, and it definitely proved successful for us. Mr. McCarthy, which would be a marketing and DECA advisor. Great personality. He's more of the edgy, fun type of guy, and he'll tell you straight up if it's a bad idea or a good idea. Someone that I hope to work with closely in the future as well. And I would definitely say my father, because without his support, I wouldn't have some of the resources that I've been given access to. And on top of that, just having that family support really enhances the experience overall. Because when you're backed up by your parents, you know that there's some granted success to it
Yeah.
because parents don't support something that they don't see success in, right? So it gives that emotional support and allows me to go on in that side. And like Raj was saying, working with Raj Reddy is something that's enhanced our experience already from where it was, because he's given us the tips and tricks that we need to know to work around the business, how to play to your audience, stuff like that. So
Excellent.
great resources that we have in our lives.
Yeah, of course, we all have some great resources. We just need to take access of them and recognize that they can be great mentors. So before we finish up this episode of Future Friday and this short interview, what would be each of you one tip of advice that you would give to aspiring entrepreneurs in college or in high school?
I'd probably start off by saying that along with the motivation, perseverance, and everything that you need to start a business, don't just sit there and hope that something falls out of the sky for you, because in reality, you're going to need to go out for yourself. But my biggest point would probably be like assimilate with people that you feel are going to make you successful. Because working with Viraj and then just knowing you, Adash, and working with you so closely over the last 3 years, I've grown as a person and I've grown as an innovator.
Me too.
And I'm really grateful that I have these kind of people around me, because without you guys, I don't think that I would have been as successful as a person and in business in general. So definitely stick with people that you feel like are going to make you successful. If someone's dragging you down, don't keep them around. You don't necessarily have to shun them, but definitely try associating closely with the people that are going to benefit from you and you're going to benefit from them, because then you're going to all have a great time and experience, and you're all going to reach heights that you never knew were even possible.
For me, I think it's confidence. When I was younger, I didn't have that much confidence, but as I started to get involved with like FBLA and DECA, and to speak in front of judges, and I had to do a lot of things that involved me speaking, especially going to meetings and stuff. Like, I guess you have to be confident that you have to sound like you can do something.
Of course.
And if you can't do that, how is someone going to hire you? You know?
Definitely. Interesting. Well, thank you both. I hope you all enjoyed our episode today and got some great tips from Mr. Shrey Arora and Mr. Viraj Mahajan, again, the co-founders of Ania Solutions, who have already 8 clients in just 1 fiscal year with their consulting and marketing company. We hope to see you next week on our Future Friday episodes so that you can learn and have great experiences in FBLA, in business, and just in life in general. Thank you all.